Hi, I'm Alexis, and this summer my family and I traveled to Africa. We started at Pittsburgh National Airport and made our way to Africa. We landed in Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town is located on South Africa's southwestern coast. Cape Town is the second most popular city in South Africa. It is also the legislative capital of the country. We then made our way to the Castle of Good Hope. The Castle of Good Hope is the oldest existing building in South Africa. It was built in the 17th century in Cape Town, and in 1936 it was declared a historical monument. Next, we visited Camps Bay. In 1913, Camps Bay was incorporated into Cape Town, although it was seen as a recreational area rather than a residential area. Table Mountain is a flat-topped mountain forming a prominent landmark overlooking Cape Town. Table Mountain is also featured on the flag of Cape Town. The aerial cable is a cableway to the top of Table Mountain. It was completed in 1929. Approximately 800,000 people use the cableway each year. Next, I went to Cape Peninsula. Cape Peninsula is a rocky peninsula that sticks out into the Atlantic Ocean. Next, we went to the Kalahari Desert to visit the Kagalagadi Transfrontier Park. When we were at the Kagalagadi Transfrontier Park, we saw many animals. One animal that we saw was a cheetah. Cheetahs can run between 68 and 75 miles per hour, which is faster than any other land animal. We also saw lions. Lions are the second largest living cat after the tiger, weighing up to 550 pounds. Finally, we saw giraffes. Giraffes are the tallest living terrestrial animal. After visiting the Kagalagadi Transfrontier Park, we went to the Chobe National Park. While we were there, we decided to go on a safari. Here are some of the famous animals we saw. We saw many birds such as the lilac-breasted roller. It is an African member of the roller family of birds. It is usually found alone or in pairs at perches at the top of trees. The next animal that we saw were hippos. Hippos are among the largest living land mammals, weighing between 3,300 pounds and 2,900 pounds. We also saw some hyenas. Hyenas make a variety of vocalizations, including wailing calls, howling screams, and the well-known laughter used to alert other clan members up to 3 miles away of a food source. We also saw an abundant amount of zebras. Zebras can be found in large or small herds. Elephants are another famous animal seen in the Chobe National Park. African elephants are the largest living terrestrial mammal. Finally, I took pictures of the woodland kingfisher. The call of this kingfisher sounds like a nail running down the teeth of a comb. Since we were so close to Victoria Falls, we had to visit. This is a map of the Zambezi River. This is a picture of the Zambezi River in Victoria Falls. As seen here, the Zambezi River flows into Victoria Falls. Even though it recommends not to go swimming, we still did. Another thing we did while at Victoria Falls was went bungee jumping and ziplining. Next, we traveled to Uganda to visit the Kibale National Park. Here, we saw an amazing rainforest and a lot of wildlife. Here are some of the photographs that I took. I learned a lot while we were in the Kibale Forest National Park. For example, the national park is located in South Uganda. I also learned that it is 296 square miles in size, and it is located between 3,600 and 5,200 feet in elevation. Next, we headed east into Kenya to visit Nairobi. There, we saw a mix of wealth and poverty. Here are a few wealthy places in Nairobi. On the other hand, unfortunately, there are many places in great poverty. 42% of Nairobi's population of 44 million live below the poverty line. Next, we visited Mogadishu, Somalia, even though it's a pretty dangerous place. Tourists are warned against visiting here, however, we did find a few tourist attractions. We went on guided tours to see Mogadishu's Italian colonial architecture, markets and beaches, sites of the Battle of Mogadishu, and to see the Mogadishu Mosque. Finally, we traveled west to complete our trip in Timbuktu. While we were there, we visited the Djangilbar Mosque. The mosque in Timbuktu, Mali, is a famous learning center of Mali built in 1327. Finally, because Mali gets such little rain, the Djangilbar Mosque, made of mud and straw, maintains its form and strength from its constant sunbathes. Finally, we flew back to Pittsburgh. My family and I had an amazing time and can't wait to go back.